Good morning, good morning, everybody. And welcome to Turning Your Passion into Profit Morning Show. How's everybody doing today? I hope you're having a fantastic day. Wherever you may be around this globe, it certainly is a beautiful morning, a beautiful Monday morning, y'all, to get everything started that you intend to do. I hope that you had a fantastic weekend. I know I certainly did. I took some time and, I reflected on some things and I got some things done, things that I want to get accomplished for this week. And, it was such a fantastic weekend. I just sat back and, I did things in my own speed, if you know what I'm talking about, because sometimes what we do, we rush into things instead of just taking our time and floating into those things or flowing into those things, if I may say. And like I say, it was such a fantastic, productive weekend. And now, it's a brand new start of a brand new week. So let's see what we could get accomplished today. We're going to talk about today the subject key ingredients for building wealth. Key ingredients for building wealth. And that's something that, we should stop and think about those key ingredients. And the question is, what does wealth mean to you? Because you have to define that. Not everybody thinks of wealth in the same way. Not everybody thinks of wealth in the same way. And, there's two things about wealth. Sometimes people think about wealth as, money and possessions and all of those things. But have you ever stopped to really see your value? Have you ever thought about that? How much wealth that you have within inside of you that a lot of times, you don't even know about because you never took time to sit back and do an inventory on all of those good treasures, all of those good qualities, all of your knowledge, all of that stuff that you have inside of you that could bring for you a monetary return. Because that's what Turning Your Passion into Profit Morning Show is all about. Awakening you and, stirring up something in you to see your value. There's so many times that I talk to women, and, basically that's what my audience is: women who have, I'm going to tell you, worked years on jobs, took time to do many different things, was involved in many different things, and still they lack to see their value. They lack to see what's inside of them. And they're always looking for things on the outside of them to validate them. When y'all, that's not true at all. That's not true at all. You have wealth inside of you. And so that's what I say, Turning Your Passion into Profit Morning Show is all about. It's about igniting you to see your value, to see the treasures, the gems that you house within inside of you. And with that being said, let me introduce myself. I'm Gertrude J. Chapman, your number one inspirational book coach, and I teach you how to maximize your potential and stop leaving money on the table, because this happens in so many circles, y'all. So many circles. And like I say, my audience is women. And I see this from women all the time. They're not giving their all because maybe they're not seeing their all. Or maybe they have tried and they've given up because they have reached barriers and they figure, well, what's the use? What's the use? But I want to tell you, the value lies within you. And you could convert those things that you know, those things that you do as a hobby. You remember I told you about what I was doing as a hobby, just writing books, just for fun. But once I reached a fork in my life, once I came to a roadblock, which was when I got laid off twice back to back, through no fault of my own, when the housing market went bust, I, went back to that. I revisited my hobby and I turned that into writing books, this time for profit, and also creating a viable business that still exists until this day, that is doing very well. But not until you come to that place in your life, when you come to the end of yourself, will you be able to see it. And like I said, today we're going to talk about key ingredients to building wealth. Key ingredients to building wealth. And before I get into that, let me put in the comments about this conference that we have coming up. We have a dynamic conference, y'all, with some dynamic speakers who is going to take your business to the next level, either your business or your book. Because I always tell y'all, your book is a gateway. It's just a gateway. But there's much more to writing your book than just writing a book. This is a writing journey. And if you're a small business owner, let me tell you, if you haven't written a book, you're leaving money on the table. So let me just put this in the comment section. And it's a free workshop that's coming up March the 16th. And it's called Monetize You. And there's some dynamic presenters. There's a woman there that's going to teach you how to connect with your audience without spamming groups and having unnecessary conversations. A matter of fact, she's going to be with me on the program tomorrow. And we're going to talk about that. We're going to dive into some things. And the next speaker we have a lady that's going to teach you about sales. Sometimes you may be fearing how to sell because you don't know how. But she's going to teach you about how to sell, how to maximize your potential through selling. And then we have another lady that has a virtual bookstore that's going to help you take your book to the next level, reaching your audience in ways that you never thought about. And then we have another lady who's going to help you with your website by turning your visitors into clients, into purchases for your products and services. So we have all of these dynamic speakers who's going to help you take your business to the next level. And guess what? It's virtual and it's all free. All you have to do is register at Eventbrite. Register at Eventbrite so you could get all of the information, because there'll be presentations, and I'm pretty sure that you'll be able to get copies of these slides. And also there'll be free gifts there. So tell somebody. Don't just keep this to yourself, but share this with somebody else. So let's dive into what we're going to talk about today. Key ingredients to building wealth. And y'all, that is very, very important to have these key ingredients. The first one we're going to talk about is attractive. Okay, attractive. And I want to back up for a second when we talk about attractive. Okay, when we're talking about key ingredients to building wealth, let me just explain this to you about a foundation. Having a foundation, having a firm foundation. Number one, you have to know who you are. You have to know it. And this goes back to me asking you a couple of weeks ago about defining yourself. Do you really know who you are and your capabilities? Okay? Set this foundation. So when we talk about, this first steps and all these other steps, you'll have this in mind. Okay? We're going to set a foundation. Know who you are and your capabilities. Also, believe in yourself, because before you could get anybody else to believe in you, you have to believe in yourself. You have to believe in yourself. All of these things builds confidence. All of these things build boldness. All of these things you can't fake. You have to know it, and you have to be it, and you have to believe it in order for it to work. Because it's just not going to just work like magic. It has to work, okay? It has to work. It's an internal thing. This is something that you can't fake. This is something that, you just can't leave to chance. You have to know it. And then the next thing is, on your foundation, building your foundation, is having an expectation. You have to expect things to happen. So going to the first one, attract it, okay? Don't chase it. Position yourself, okay? Positioning yourself. And these are keys to building wealth. You have to position yourself. You have to attract it. You don't chase after it. Many times people, they chase after things and they wonder why it's not happening for them, because they're doing things in the wrong way. They're doing things in the wrong light. They're doing things the wrong way. And a lot of wrong things. And that's why we're having this conference, y'all, because there's a lot of people out there, and it may even be you, who's involved in all this business. And it's not getting you anywhere except being tired, except being disgusted, except being, worn out, except being bored, okay? And you're not seeing things adding up because you're chasing it, and you're chasing it the wrong way, okay? Instead of chasing things, learn how to attract those things to you. Attract them to you by positioning yourself the right way. Okay? And for example, instead of, spamming groups and doing all sorts of things, having unnecessary conversations where at the end of the day you're tired, you're worn out, learn how to position yourself. Attract the wealth to you. Wealth of knowledge, wealth of doing things in a different way that will bring you success, instead of being busy, instead of having useless conversations, instead of just wasting your time. And at the end of the day, there's nothing. You haven't sold a product. You haven't sold a book. Nobody's asking for your service. All of those things, y'all, business. Work your plan with expectations. Expect to receive. Okay, you have to expect. And that was the first thing that I told you about, building that foundation. Foundation of expectation. Foundation of knowing who you are, your capabilities, and a foundation of belief. Position yourself. Position yourself to win, and then make room for those expectations, because they will arrive. But if you're busy doing busy work, you won't be able to see those things. You have to have an attitude of expectation. You have to expect it. Expect yourself to win. Expect yourself to reach your goals. And that's so very important, about having your goals and having your plans in order to reach those goals, and visiting those things each and every day. Always keep those things before your eyes. Always. Because your goals won't change. Your dreams won't change. Your vision won't change. But those plans will change. So that's why you have to keep it before your eyes each and every day, because those plans are not written in concrete. They're just a roadmap. Just like if you're going down the highway and there are detours and there's different things. You're going to reach your destination, but you might have to go a different way, a different route. So always have your plans. Here's another one. And we're talking about key ingredients to building wealth. Key ingredients to building wealth. Wealth for yourself. Okay? Run your own race. That's another thing. Run your own race on your own time clock. And stop comparing yourself to others. When you look around at what everybody else is doing, guess what? You get distracted. Your mind gets boggled because you don't know which way to go. Remember, each of us are unique. And what may work for somebody else may not work for you. That's why you have to know who you are. That's a part of the foundation. So you could run your own race. Now, you could learn from other people, and there may be some things that you could glean from others, but it has to fit according to your race, your plans, your goals. These things are unique to you. If you can understand what I'm talking about, okay? A lot of times what happens, people are looking for outside validations. And when people look for outside validations, here's what it signifies. You don't know who you are. You don't know your capabilities. You're just guessing. You're hoping and wishing and praying that it will work. You have no expectation, none whatsoever. You're in the hoping game. Well, I hope this will work. If this doesn't work, I have plan B, plan C, plan D. Let me try it another way. Just like you have to see it before you see it, or you'll never see it, you have to know it. You have to know it within yourself, as a matter of doubt, that it will work, no matter what, because it's your own. Okay? Know yourself and your capabilities. You can't compare yourself to no one else. No one else. It has to be unique to you. And again, stop pretending. Okay? There's so much pretending, especially y'all over the social media. Okay? Over social media. And y'all know, if y'all been on social media all the time or whatever time you're on social media, there's a lot of pretense going on. Okay? It's no more in your face, but it's so much pretending. Just be you, y'all. Just be you. Because a lot of things that you see over social media, a lot of, there's good stuff here too. I'm not saying everything's bad, but there's a lot of pretense. There's a lot of lies being told. And then if you're trying to compare yourself to this one and to that one, and if you just dig a little deeper, the person that says they're doing this, they're doing that, they got 3 and 4 jobs, y'all. 3 and 4 jobs. But they're 6-figure that. They're 5-figure that. I'm just saying. And then you're getting frustrated. Then you're getting, discouraged. Now you want to quit. Now you need somebody to talk you through not giving up instead of just being yourself. Be you. Be unapologetically you. Reach the audience that you need to reach. Don't worry about what somebody else is doing. Worry about yourself. No, I'm not going to even say that word, worry about yourself. Just be about yourself. Be about doing what you need to do in order to reach your audience. In order to reach those who are listening for your voice. Because you may not be the voice for everybody, but you are the voice for somebody. Somebody's, okay? You are their voice, and they're looking for you. So always be the best that you can be. And stop comparing yourself. The only person that you should be comparing yourself with is the person that you were the day before. Always try to do better the next day. Be a better version of yourself from the previous day before, because now you're looking at your plans. You see what works, what doesn't work. You remember I told you, always have it before you. Okay, if this didn't work like this, okay, am I going to give it a little bit more time? Am I going to tweak it? Or am I going to change it to this? Let me see what else could work better in this frame, in this time, in this arena, whatever it may be. But concentrate on you. Concentrate on you. Here's another one. When we're talking about key ingredients to building wealth, prepare for it. You remember? Expectation. Don't stop assuming things are just going to be that way. Assumption is just like being spontaneous, okay? But when you prepare for something and you make room for something and you expect something, it'll show up. A lot of times, people don't prepare. When they're not prepared, they're not able to see. They're not able to see it, and they'll miss it. How many times, I have talked about opportunities. Opportunities are passing us every day. Not opportunity, opportunities. Okay? And if we have not expected them, if we have not prepared for them, we won't see them. We won't see them. So always be prepared. When you prepare, things will just fall into place. They'll just fall into place. And you'll be able to see them. But if you're busy, if you're doing a lot of things that don't make any sense, if you're not expecting it, guess what? You'll never see it. You see opportunities better when your mind is at ease. And that's part of the plan, y'all. That's part of your planning. To have your mind at ease. To have your mind flowing according to your plans, according to your expectations, according to, what needs to come into your day, that particular day. Remember, the part of morning routines that you hear me talk about often on this broadcast is framing your day. Before you get in the presence of others, get in the presence of God, number one. And get in that mirror and frame your day. Frame your day. Talk to yourself. Get yourself in line. Because how many times do we get up in the morning, don't want to get up, and we have to talk ourselves into getting up? Gertrude, you will do this. You will accomplish this. I give myself orders, okay? And say how I'm going to frame my day, what I'm going to expect that day, what I'm going to see that day. Frame your day. Not saying that things won't appear, okay? Other things that won't invade your day, because they will. But because you have gotten up and you have framed your day, now you're able to recognize these things. You're able to see these things. It's a difference, y'all. It's a difference. It makes a big difference. So prepare. When we're talking about key ingredients to building wealth, prepare for it. Prepare for it. But because if you look around, you're going to get distracted. Keep your focus on your goal. What are your goals for this day? What have you set aside that day? Don't worry about yesterday is gone. Don't worry about tomorrow because it's not here. What do you expect to happen today? And just wait for it. It'll show up. Trust me, it will show up. Here's another one that's in the same framework. Manage your time. Y'all, that is so important. That's just fluent right in what I'm talking about managing your time. You could get back anything else, but you cannot get back time. I choose to manage my time. I don't waste anybody else's time, and I don't appreciate them wasting my time. I don't like idle conversations. I don't like a lot of things. And this is what you should do. Don't accept anything into your life. Okay? Don't accept anything into your life. You're not a garbage disposal. You're not. You are a valuable human being. This is going back to value. This is going back to what I started with at the top of the show. When I was talking to women, and I'm talking to you women, you are valuable. Manage your time, but don't allow things to come to take up unnecessary space in your day with wasteful thoughts, with empty thoughts, with idle stuff that's not moving the needle toward you accomplishing your goals for that day. That's a part of framing your day. There's a time and a place for everything. But if you want to build wealth, not only wealth in, sales with your products, with your books, and your courses and different things of that nature, but also your mind. Your mind is a wealthy place. Your mind, houses volumes of books. Your mind houses knowledge that's beyond what you even see for yourself. And that's something that when you go back and define yourself, you have to see this. You have to see everything that you have inside of you, things that have been stored up, that you're seeing them as having no value, which in reality has a lot of value. Someone is waiting for the books that you have yet to write. And you may be saying, well, I'm just me. Nobody's interested in what I have. Nobody's interested in what I have to say. But y'all, that's not true. That is not true. Because your uniqueness is something that set you apart. And someone is waiting on your uniqueness. You remember, there's 63,000 Google searches every day, every second of every day, of people waiting for the information that you have yet to write in a condensed format called a book. Because people are living busy lives. Like you and I, we have busy lives. And I mean busy, productive lives, okay? And if your life is not busy and not productive, well, shame on you. But busy, productive lives are people looking for information in a condensed format. Condensed format is called a book. It's called a course where they could get this information that will change the trajectory of the way that they're living, of the way that they're thinking, of the way that, they're positioning themselves. It's a difference, y'all. It's a big, big difference. So manage your time accordingly. Organize your day. I have calendars. I have a desk calendar. I have a calendar on my phone. I have, different calendars, a monthly calendar, different things that I look at, different things that I organize, because I have a yearly calendar. And like I say, I have a monthly calendar. I have a daily calendar, a weekly calendar, because that's the way I organize the things that I'm doing. I don't want them to run into each other, and this is just what I do. I leave out something because this is a journey for me. I'm taking my audience on a journey. I'm leading them down a path where they can meet their success, where their lives will be changed. So I have to have things in an orderly fashion. I just can't just throw this in there, throw that in there. How, I'm feeling. And it's never about you. It's always about your audience. So manage your time. If you have an audience where you leading them somewhere, where you helping them to accomplish their goals, manage your time accordingly. Organize your day. Set your day. Set your day. It's a daily goal, a daily thing. And again, stick to your priorities. Get those things accomplished that needs to be accomplished in an orderly fashion. Because it's easier for you to receive opportunities than hurrying up to get ready to meet that opportunity. Because when you have to hurry up to get ready and the opportunity is right there, you may miss some things. But if you already prepared, you're going to walk right into it. You're going to walk right into it with everything intact. So manage your time accordingly. That's very, very important. Your time is valuable. Now, this moves us into the last one, okay? Align with your goals. These are the key ingredients to building wealth. When you ask, is wealth for me? Yes, wealth is for you. Wealth in your mind, because there's a lot of wealth in your mind. As long as you have this, okay, you'll always have wealth. But align with your goals. Align investing in with your goals. Invest in the level that you expect results. Okay? A lot of people are investing here, investing there, and they're not aligning with the goals that they have for themselves. They're over here, they're expert over in this area. Now they done jumped over to this area. Now that didn't work, so they're over here. That's why you have to know who you are. You have to know who you serve. You have to know the pain points of your audience. You have to know those things that really, you detest. Because all of these things are pointing toward your purpose, your goals in life. And if you haven't written that plan to reach those goals, number one, if you don't know who you are, that's why you're here, there, and everywhere. Somebody say, well, this is good, so you done jumped over here. Because that was something that they were introducing. Or, you jump over here, you hear something else. Just a bandwagon jump. And not aligning yourself with your goals. You'll miss it every time. Always seek to further your knowledge, okay? To better understand your goals. Foundation, remember? Knowing who you are, expecting, and believing in yourself. That's how you align with your goals. And that's how you invest in yourself. Because you have value, y'all. You'll go out and you'll invest in stuff that will depreciate before you'll invest in yourself, before you'll invest in your mind to gain more knowledge, to understand, to achieve, to enhance, the way that you see things, to expand your mindset. To expand your mindset to a level where now you'll be able to see how different components in your plans will come together in order for you to reach those goals. You have to align with your goals. And this is key ingredients to building wealth. Your goals, y'all. Don't worry about sisters so-and-so or brother whoever. Align with who you are. In line with your goals for life. Be unapologetically you. You know, and that's a book I wrote maybe about 3-4 years ago. Be unapologetically you. It's called Unapologetically You, a 30-day transformation to winning. And you could get that by just going to my Linktree /online book coach. And it will lead you there to get that book, Unapologetically You, a 30-day transformation to winning. Because that's where it lies, where people cannot build wealth because they don't know who they are. They have no idea. They believe in that there's what somebody else say they are, or what somebody expects them to be, or they're trying to live like somebody else, okay? And they don't know who they are. So that's why they can't align with their goals. That's why they're missing it. That's why they're being busy. That's why they haven't planned. Because they don't know who they are. They're just hoping and wishing and praying that it will work. And it will not work. You have to work your plans. You have to align with your goals. You have to run your own race. You have to position yourself. Position yourself. And it doesn't matter. It will not matter. Even if you have to stand alone, y'all, it doesn't matter, because what? You are unique. You are unique. You're the voice for somebody. You might not be the voice for everybody, but you're the voice for somebody. So prepare for it. Prepare. Expect. Have a attitude of expectancy. Believe in yourself. Because if you don't believe in yourself, y'all, who will? Who will believe in you? Define yourself, okay? That's the thing. If you haven't defined yourself, define yourself and see what you need to advance in order to meet your goals. In order to meet your goals. But don't forget, y'all, have that sturdy foundation. That sturdy foundation, because everything begins with a foundation. Everything. So don't forget to sign up for that free virtual conference called Monetize You. That's going to help you move the needle in your business or on your book writing journey to the next level. And the link is in the comment section. Registered for free on Eventbrite, and that's coming up March the 16th at 7:00 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And we have some powerful speakers that's going to help you take your business or your book writing journey to the next level. And I hope that what I have shared with you has brought value to your life, where you could see your value, where you could see the benefits that you have on the inside of you that could help your audience, your clients, to reach their next level. And with that being said, I'd like to invite you to, tune in again tomorrow for another segment of Turning Your Passion into Profit Morning Show. And like I said, we're going to have Cecilia Morris on here tomorrow, and she's going to help you. She's going to shed some light to help you see your business in another level, okay? And seeing how to position yourself to attract your ideal audience. It's going to be powerful. So share this broadcast with someone. And remember this. This is your time. This is your season. This is your turning point. So have a great rest of your day.